Hello, welcome to some Trews. Now we're doing the Daily Mail. The people who say ghostly spirits saved their lives. There's got to be a degree of tautology in any adjective in front of spirit that emphasises its ghostliness. Do you know what it is, I think they wanted to say ghosts, and the people went, no, they weren't ghosts, they were spirits. Okay, you're not going to put ghosts, are you? No, you said spirits, we respect that. Ghostly! They were ghostly spirits. Detox diets a waste of time and money. All you need's a glass of water and a good sleep. Who wrote this article? My nan. All you need's a glass of water and a bloody good sleep. You can still do those things if you're on a detox diet. What are you doing? Just having a glass of water. And then I was going to go to bed. Oh, no, you don't. Have another parsnip. Get outside. Stay awake all night. Rejected. After a month-long battle, AstraZeneca sends American rival Pfizer packing with a stinging condemnation of its 69 billion bid. You know, like when you hear about corporations and like they're evil and they're destroying the planet and they're prioritising their profits over the good of us as a community and the safety of the planet, they're called things like AstraZeneca and Pfizer. They sound evil. They're like the General Sergeant Darth Vader. They're evil science fiction names, aren't they? Look here, it says, why did it take a Frenchman to save a great British firm? Don't get all bloody patriotic about AstraZeneca. They don't care about this country. Find out how much tax they pay. Find out what they actually do for communities. Find out what kind of rights they give their workers, how much pension they give them, how they pay their hours, whether or not they're trying to get them to be self-employed so that they can't unionise or claim holiday pay or have a proper pension. That's not England football team circa 1966. Oh, it's the Jules Rimet trophy. This year goes to AstraZeneca. They don't care about us. It don't matter if they're British, American, French. In fact, they don't care about those labels at all. All the people that run them, one's run by a Scottish geezer, it's an American company. One's run by a French geezer, it's a British company. It don't matter. They're big companies. They care about each other. They don't care about us. Don't try and attach patriotism to it, you big dopey sausages. Just bring them down. The real scandal of White D is not just her brazen milking of benefits, but the system that makes it a more rational choice than working. Whenever you see poor people on an estate, or hanging about with nothing to do at a bus stop, they're having the time of their lives. They're not, it's not brilliant. It's disheartening, painful and miserable. Disengaging. To feel cut off like that, it's very, very painful and awful. Pay people to be poor, observed the American economist Art Laffer, and you'll never run out of poor people. Well, he sounds like a total cunt. He was talking about the welfare trap, the way in which if a country gets benefits rules wrong, people would rationally choose to live on the dole rather than take low-paid jobs. Stop having low-paid jobs. Share some money around, you tight, snidey bastards. What's that even mean? Look at that advert. Enjoy 25% off. Bunch of butterflies. I mean, what's that meant to mean? Sainsbury's. I'll tell you something about Sainsbury's. We ordered a food delivery off of them to come to the house. Brought it round. The geezer wanted an autograph. Goes, you have a photo if you want, mate. He goes, oh no, they don't let us bring our phones to work. When we get to work, we have to clock our phones in and leave them. Oh, what if you need to make a phone call? We've got this work phone thing that we can get emergency services and talk back to the base in. It goes, this bloke is in his 60s, won't let them have their phone in the cab. They have to drop their phone off. That's disgusting. But because they ain't got no unions, ain't got no rights, there's nothing they can do about it. It's out of order. Hello, Sainsbury's. The 9/11 survivors who were guided to safety by spirits. Well, I suppose what that might be is that in times of trauma, perhaps a different aspect of your consciousness comes awake. All these things, spirits, goblins, fairies, extraterrestrials, what are people describing? In a way, it's just finding a metaphorical, symbolic language to describe things that are outside of our typical experience. People aren't traumatised in the manner that they were if they were closely involved in 9/11, so they went into a different aspect of their consciousness that isn't within the realms of typical experience. And there are realms of consciousness beyond the typical realm of experience. Science goes, don't they go in physics? 80% of the universe is dark matter. It's definitely there. We don't know what it is or what it does or what it looks like. We can't wear it. We don't know anything about it. That's a type of metaphor. That's a way of going, we don't know fuck all. The problem with materialism and individualism is it's hugely limited and inhibited and prevents people from accessing principles that make us feel unified and together. The Joy of Being. This is by our mate Eckhart Tolle. Unhappiness or negativity is a disease on our planet. What pollution is on the outer level is negativity on the inner. It's everywhere, not just in the places where people don't have enough. Even more so where they have enough. Is that surprising? No, says Eckhart. The affluent world is even more deeply identified with form, more lost in content, more trapped in ego. People believe themselves to be dependent on what happens for happiness. That is to say, dependent on form. Alright, we're living in the physical world. Fair enough. They don't realise that what happens is the most unstable thing in the universe. It changes constantly. They look upon the present moment as either marred by something that has happened and shouldn't have, or as deficient because of something that has not happened but should have. And so they miss the deeper perfection that is inherent in life itself, a perfection that is always here, that lies beyond what is happening or not happening, beyond form. Ooh. So, what do we do, Eckhart? Well, he says, accept the present moment and find the perfection that is deeper than any form and untouched by time. Even in this moment now, I'm recording this, you're watching it. There is a subtle interconnectedness beyond the filtration systems of consciousness that I deploy. There is another reality which I also have access to, and so do you. Thanks, Eckhart, old chum. The joy of being, which is the only true happiness, cannot come to you through any form, possession, achievement, person or event, through anything that happens. That joy cannot come to you ever. It emanates from the formless dimension within you, from consciousness itself, and is one with who you are. It's pretty good, Eckhart Tolle, and he's telling us, there he is, look what he looks like. He's telling us that we emanate, that there beyond the world of form, there is a more powerful energy. In a way, saying consciousness precedes material. Some people say that's creationism, like, God created the world, that consciousness preceded form. But I don't mind that idea, because we don't know how consciousness evolved. We can't track what consciousness is. We can't understand it. We can't materialise it in any way. We can't say, this is it developed here. So we have to sort of accept that it's unknowable, and we have to be all right with that. Dun 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 dun.
Nose is a tool that is abused to fool you and to leave you scared and confused. Trews is like the nose. If the nose was true, I want some trews. Let's have some trews.